everyone. My name is Matias. As Shirley said, I come from Argentina, which is 30 hours away. But I'm happy to be here. Some great presentations, and it's great to see it, like so much people in an event like this. At least in my country, if you do a crypto gaming event, it's much less. So I'm really happy to be here. Anyways, this presentation is gonna be, so tomorrow we're speaking at China Joy. Then we have a panel with Shirley too. I'm gonna try to do a summarized version of what we're gonna speak about tomorrow, all right? Which is how I see the short-term future, and not the long-term. You know, not this futuristic vision of the gaming industry, but more of a short-term vision. And then I'm gonna show you Cryptowar, which is our first game. So yeah, let's get to it. This is basically why I believe that in maybe a year or maybe less we will be able to make a living out of gaming. I know there are some folks already doing that with CryptoKitties, as Benny said. They're just breeding cats and making a living out of that. But I believe this is gonna happen, in a mainstream way really soon. All right. And these are the three reasons why I think this is gonna happen. First, because the industry is huge. This is just now, and this is super early. So imagine what the future could look like. It's like 400 billion, gaming plus blockchain right now, and this is only going to grow. Like right now, only at like 50 million or a figure like this, people in the world know about blockchain and about cryptocurrencies. So imagine what could happen, with 2 billion or 3 billion, half of the world population. It could grow significantly. The second reason is the four benefits we have for blockchain gaming, which you already probably know. I'm going to go really fast over this. True ownership, you actually own whatever you buy. Different, it's different when you play the traditional games where you spend money and then you get nothing out of that, just like a couple hours of fun. Liquidity, you can actually make money out of the games. Cross-game interoperability and extensibility, you can transfer assets from one game to another, and you can also create side quests for games like CryptoKitties or any other game. It's great to be able to do that. It's like a new world for gaming. And then long-lasting assets. I don't like saying they're forever because you never know what's going to happen, but at least they're long-lasting, right? We have one small problem now that everyone sees like a huge problem, which is scalability. I think if you look, the long-term scalability is going to be just like a small road bump and not the huge problem everyone thinks it is. There are many solutions being developed right now. Mainly like layer 2 solutions, app-specific sidechains, Loom, Plasma, they're being developed by Ethereum. I think this is going to be solved really, really soon. We're working with Loom, and we should have a public version really soon if their technology allows it. So it's not going to be a long-term problem. That's what I'm trying to say. And then there are some great teams working on some great games, right? These are just a couple. We have the Sandbox also here, the Pixel guys. The guys from CryptoKitties with the Kittyverse. Now this is super interesting. The guys from Lucid Sight, they just signed a license with the American Baseball League, and that's gonna be potentially bring a lot of non-blockchain players, which is amazing. And then the guys from Loom, they just did a Kickstarter, the crowdfunding platform, and they raised like $300,000 or something like this to build Zombie Battleground. Which is great because they also, as they use Kickstarter, which is like a crowdfunding platform, non-blockchain crowdfunding platform, they got users from outside the blockchain world, which is what we need right now to onboard new users. And this is the one big fat problem, which is we don't have players, right? Even the games killing it as CryptoKitties, they don't have users. It's so small. Like this is Dub Radar. You've probably heard of this. You can check, mainly, almost all the dApps there, especially games, specific games. And you see CryptoKitties. This is, I think it has like a month or something now. Gods and Chain is in the first place. But anyways, 300 people is nothing, right? Compared to Fortnite or any other like mainstream game. So the big challenge is how to onboard non-blockchain savvy users, right? And why is this happening? Like, why do we have so little players? I think there are like 3 reasons. There are no really fun games out yet. We have like some proof of concepts like CryptoKitties. You know, you can have fun for a couple of weeks, for a couple of months, but it's not like a long-lasting gaming experience. And that's why things like the Cryptoverse or like these side quests that the developers are creating might be the solution for this. I think the first reason is we don't have games or great games. The second solution is there is no friendly way to buy crypto yet. I mean, you have the exchanges and everything, but it's a complicated process, and for not tech-savvy people, it's kind of complicated to do so. And then there are no friendly interfaces to interact with the networks, right? MetaMask is great, and they're doing a great work, but still, it's complicated. You have to learn about gas, you have to learn about the private key, the public key. There are many things you have to learn before you can actually interact with the network. And the solution, I think, is just time. It's just a bit of time. There are some great minds and some amazing people working on these problems, and I think we're going to see the solutions in the next like 6 to 12 months maybe. And I hope this is going to help us scale. This is one thing we always say, and I think it's great to think it like this. It's like decentralized games are the gateway DApp. So basically, games are fun to play, are attractive, are addictive. So this will help drive people into the blockchain community. And this is one example I took from one of the CryptoKitties guys from Mac, who's also part of our experimental community. I will tell you now. But anyways, this guy, Brady, he basically says his wife never understood anything about the blockchain, about Bitcoin, about Ethereum, about anything. And then she saw the CryptoKitties and she got hooked, and she started like understanding how it works. And this guy Brady is like super thankful to the CryptoKitties team because of this. Yeah, this is how the dApps ecosystem has been growing. But anyways, I don't have time for this. This is a bit how we see the ecosystem now. The vertical axis goes from simple to complex. The horizontal ones centralized to decentralized. And what we saw, and this is why we created this company, this blockchain game studio called Experimental, is because there are no really complex and decentralized games. So you have some complex games that are not fully decentralized, and you have some great games but are too simple for like a AAA or whatever. So we saw this space was empty, and we decided to create this game studio. All right. This is our first game. It's already on a private beta for our own community. It's being tested right now by 300 people. Basically, it's a strategy game that is fully decentralized, so everything runs on smart contracts. Okay, this is for you to like have a quick look. It's like if Clash of Clans meets O-Game. I don't know if you heard about O-Game because it's a bit old. But it was a great game, or EVE Online. So it's like if those 2 games met and had crypto wars. And all our games, they use as an in-game currency our own token called the experimental token, which is an ERC20 Ethereum token. This is a bit of the interface, so you can learn about the crypto wars. Basically, this is your main dashboard. This is like a really economy-heavy game. The main idea is that you use your brain to win tokens. If you win the battles, you can actually win money, earn experimental tokens. And obviously, if you don't do the right strategy, if you don't choose the right strategy, you're gonna lose tokens. So here you have your resources, your wealth, whatever is happening in your village. What you're building, the buildings you're building, your barracks, your army, your research, your alliance. You can build an alliance to go attack other villages with your friends. So maybe like 4 or 5 people can, get together and go attack all other alliances and make a bigger profit. Here you can basically create all your buildings and upgrade them. Obviously, when you upgrade a building, you get better rates for mining, or better rates for defense or for attacking. It depends. Then you can go create your army. You have to choose the right combinations of characters to go attack one specific enemy. Right now, this is like an MVP, so we created 3 characters. The main idea is we will have several characters in the upcoming months. And then you decide, for example, to attack Ina Higgins, and you will be able to take 4,000 gold, 4,000 crystal, and 4,000 quantum dust. Quantum dust is the crypto conversion for our own token, the experimental token. So these 2 are in-game currencies, but with no crypto value. And gold, quantum dust has actually market value, and you can cash it out at any time. That's the main idea, and you will know how many casualties you had. So yeah, basically you can decide if attack or not, and then decide on what's your strategy. If you'd like to test this game right now, you can go ahead now to cryptowars.jp. The JP, the Japanese domain, we get asked a lot about that, and that's basically because our main fan base is in Japan. They just love it. So you can just go there and sign up, and we'll let you know whenever you can test the game. All right. Another thing you can check out is the marketplace. We already had more than 110 or 120 transactions here. We're basically like pre-selling some Generation 0 skins. Some people spent like $2,000, $3,000 American dollars, which is crazy, but it's great too. And there's actually a free one, so you can go ahead and try to get it. There are many, so you can get them. The link is this one, marketplace.e11.io. And this is something really interesting, which is we decided to do like a different pre-sale. We saw everyone was doing ICOs and yada yada. We decided to build. Our main problem was we started thinking of how to get users to test the game. In our case, balancing the economy is a really important thing, and it's really complicated to do because most gamers, like if you're an avid gamer, you might not understand about blockchain and cryptocurrencies, and if you know about cryptocurrencies, you might not know about gaming. So it's a hard audience to test the game. So we decided to do the experimental community. We decided to choose 300 people, basically like cherry pick them, and to let them in. And we let them buy like a small amount of the token, which is 1 to 10 ether. With a super nice bonus and blah blah blah. But basically we get like applications every day, and we choose we select around 5% of all the applications. These are some of the people who are on it. Mike, he's the CEO at Science, the former CEO at MySpace. Shirley, she's right here, organizing this event. Vincent, who gave us a speech earlier. Gabi and Luna from Malta, and we have like many interesting people. Also Mark from CryptoKitties, and anyways, it's a great community that helps us a lot. And basically, what does it mean to join the community? Well, you can vote for the future games. The main idea is that we're gonna keep building games, and we want this community to participate in the decisions. The token holders to participate in all the important decisions. You get to test the games earlier, in the betas, alphas, etc. And you join a selected community of like-minded people, so you basically get the same value that you add to it. And then you get like 100% bonus on the token, which is the fact that that's why most people apply, and that's why we reject most people, because we don't want speculators. We just want like builders and people actually trying to help. And yeah, anyways, we're gonna, whenever you apply, we try to have a talk with you to get to know you, to understand how you can help the company grow in the future and what your specific skill set is. So for example, when I came to Shanghai, I called first Vincent to ask him, about the Chinese community of blockchain gaming, yada yada. All right, so if you'd like to apply for this experimental community, please go ahead and do it there, e11.io. I think that's it. Thank you.
Okay, Matias, we have a couple of minutes to do some questions.
All right.
Yeah, I think the lady from Deb's got some questions for you. Thanks.
Go ahead.
Hi.
This is one guy we need in our community for sure.
Yes. I found the game very interesting, but I was wondering, when do you expect to launch the game, or at least have a beta version so players can play?
Perfect. The beta version is already online, but only for this community, for the experimental community. So they are already testing it. Our main idea is we should be able to launch it in like, I would say December, but it all depends on, we're working with Loom, Loom, the sidechain solution. So we expect to be able to launch it on December or something like this. Yeah.
Okay. Will you be able to include him in your community?
I would love to help him, yeah. Yeah, please apply.
Okay. Any other questions? Anybody? Yes. We have one more question. Yes.
Thank you for the chance. I will just talk with Crypto Ticket, Keaton, and I just kind of shocked to know the user of that game is like 80%, 85% men, like only 15% women. So I think the Kitty is just like Hello Kitty. They should have the similar user group. But why in blockchain is totally different? So many men like Kitty.
Okay. So
It's strange. So I think because blockchain is a block for the common game group to enter into the game.
Okay, so that's more a general question. So
Yeah,
right
so,
now,
I mean,
so
I'm
do
gonna
you
let
see-
Benny answer that, but anyways, the block, to play CryptoKitties or to play any blockchain game, you gotta first understand how the blockchain works and everything, and the blockchain has a bigger audience for males. So I think that's probably the reason. But
crypto walls are probably in. But I hate to divert to that, but we can address that later.
all right.
Yes. And any other questions?
Are you able to build out copy your platform as well?
Yeah, everything is on the blockchain, so you can do whatever you want, basically. Yeah.
所以他的问题就是说，在他们的这个链上头，是不是可以再加上去，再做别的，从他们的链上头开发，对不对？这位 Bernie 问的。Okay, 应该是可以的啊。So they can keep building on your chain.
Yeah. Like all our games are, completely on the blockchain. They're fully decentralized, so that means everything is on smart contracts, and all the code is open source. So you can do basically whatever game you want, building on top of our games. Or you can reuse like a part or whatever. That's the main idea. We want the community to grow bigger. So if we can help in any way, we're happy to do so. By the way, we have a Telegram channel. We don't have a WeChat channel. So, anyways.
Yeah. Jennifer probably will be the one that can help you on that also. Okay, great.
Thank you.
So much, Matias.